So I've been working at Academy Sports and Outdoors for 4 months around 4 months, I mean, and it's really a chill job. I like the people there. I like the management. Really, I have a problem with a couple of things, and I know no job is going to be perfect unless you work for yourself, which is what I'm wanting to do, is do full-time YouTube. Now, full-time YouTube is very hard to do because you have to be able to make like maybe $100 a day at least after taxes in order to support yourself. And that's a lot of views. That's a lot of people watching your content. So I will showcase you the top several factors of why I'm wanting to quit Academy Sports and Outdoors and work for myself on YouTube. Now, number one is no weekends off. Now, I really don't mind working weekends at all. As a matter of fact, if I worked for myself, I would work most weekends, but it's just those couple weekends every month that I want to get off so I can hang out with my friends that I never see or my cousins or just do whatever because they all have weekends off. People that are still in school or like in college only have weekends off. And then people who are teachers or have a typical 9 to 5 job have all weekends off. So I can't really hang out with those guys whenever I'm working nights on Saturday and Sunday. And the problem with this is whenever I request off those days, it gets refused, which makes me pretty unhappy based on all the things that I've done for the company. But I digress. That's just the way it is, I guess. Now, number two is no PTO and no insurance. So although I am essentially a full-time employee, I only get part-time benefits, which is no benefits. And I don't get any PTO. I think I get like 1 minute per day, which is absolute nothingness. And then I get no like health insurance or anything like that. I haven't talked to the management about this. I just said that I wanted this to be the case whenever I was interviewing for the job, but I don't know how long I'm going to work there. I'm hoping I can leave this job pretty soon because I want my YouTube career to take off. I know I will have to have insurance and all that, but I'm really just wanting that PTO time so I can take paid time off. Number three is they refuse to schedule overtime. So if I'm going to work every weekend, I would like to get a little bit of overtime pay, meaning over 40 hours in a week. That would be like $20 an hour or something like that after taxes. Now, right now I'm making $12.70 after taxes per hour, which is really poverty. I've been having to keep up a very, very, very tight budget in order to keep track of all my purchases. Because when you're making that much money, it's not a lot. That's around $20,000 per year. And right now, I don't have to even pay rent. So really my only two core expenses that I have to pay for are food and gas. And I figured up that it takes around $7 to $8 per trip to work and back in gas. So I'm really having to be organized with my finances whenever I'm making not that much money. So overtime would really help out, but the company just does not care about its employees. It really just cares about making a profit. And that's kind of true with every company today. I mean, we live in today's world where nothing's perfect, honestly. So that's another reason that I want to quit is because I don't get overtime hours and I just don't make a lot. Like, I think my biggest paycheck since I've been working there was $1,021.11 through 2 weeks, which was 79 hours. I believe it was something like 79 hours. So it's really not a lot of money, but I just have to live with it for now. Okay, number 5. This is a really weird one, but it's no bathroom breaks. Now, I have to work behind the gun counter, and whenever I'm working like an 8 or 9 hour shift, I do not get a bathroom break unless I radio somebody, and half the time the people on the radio don't even listen to me. So I cannot go to the bathroom for 5 to 6 hours at a time, and it's very frustrating. It's one of the worst parts of the job, but this doesn't really happen every day. It just happens some occasions. Number 6, I barely get lunches. So whenever I work a 6-hour shift, I don't even get a lunch. And whenever I'm working an 8 to 9 hour shift, I can take a lunch, but someone has to cover me behind the gun counter because there has to be at least one person behind the gun counter at all times unless everything is locked up. So I can't just go to lunch whenever I want. I have to radio somebody, and someone has to be willing to stand behind there for 30 minutes to an hour. And that doesn't really happen often because I'll radio the managers and they'll say, "Oh, I'm sending someone," but then they just never send anyone and I don't get a lunch. And it's really draining whenever you're working that long without getting a lunch. But I'm not going to quit anytime soon. I mean, the only time I'm going to quit is whenever my YouTube takes off, and I have no idea when that's going to be. It could be 10 years, it could be 20 years. I don't know how long it's going to be. So the thing that just makes me most mad is whenever the managers decline my voluntary time off requests on Saturdays or Sundays or whenever, because like I work so hard. I'm never late. I'm always 7 minutes early, and I never call in. I never really complain about anything. So I feel like I'm a very good employee. The management doesn't really seem to recognize that. I mean, maybe they do, but they just don't really say anything ever. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really looking to be promoted or anything at Academy Sports and Outdoors. This is really just kind of a dead-end job for me. It's just to keep me busy until I can get my YouTube career to take off. So that's really it. I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit. This is my first video on my channel. So if you like this video, subscribe to the channel and like the video, and comment something in the comments. That'd be amazing. That'd mean the world to me if somebody commented. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one.